second thing is this argument about bashing the IMF. It is a very popular thing to bash the IMF. The IMF is only in Sri Lanka because we invited them. And we have invited them for the 17th time, and let's hope we don't invite them for the 18th time. Now they come because...
Do you want to bet on that challenge?
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could bet on that. And I have toasted that this would be the last IMF program, but unfortunately it may not. Because basically they come to us when we can't put our own house in order, you know. So repeatedly, we have gone 17 times and Pakistan has gone 21 times, and we have basket cases. Now the fundamental issue on Sri Lanka is we have imbalances. The biggest imbalance is coming from the fisc, which is the government. So government runs these large deficits, and that is what the economists call twin deficit countries, that because the government has a dissaving, revenue minus recurrent expenditure, and has capital expenditure, the private sector's surplus is not enough to fund the government. This is the main reason that we run these current account deficits. It has very little to do with that we don't export enough. It is that we have too much of consumption, too much of investment. We have too much of consumption and investment because the government basically does not tax the people. So there is excess amount of aggregate demand in the economy. You have to correct that with proper pricing, and you have to have fiscal policy that they correct enough taxes so that they don't run a negative savings and they run somewhat of a lower deficit on the overall deficit. And we have to encourage that investment is made on a very highly productive basis. Now, when you have large buildings, tall buildings coming up, and you give concessions that you reduce the tax intensity and allow the rich people to enjoy luxurious apartments with huge tax holidays, tax concessions, you're misallocating resources, right? So you have to first of all put this system into balance. Now,